Morning everyone, very short video for me this morning on essay writing, and this one is looking at embedding quotes into sentences so that your essay writing sounds your essays sound a little bit more sophisticated. All right, so first off, the word quote itself, you are aiming to never use the word quote in your actual essay. Quote is just a synonym for evidence or reference. And so I might ask you in a lesson to select 6 quotes from an act about Macbeth, and all that means is that I want you to copy out Shakespeare's words so that you have got something that is an exact copy of Shakespeare's words about Macbeth. If you're singing a Taylor Swift song, you are quoting Taylor Swift. So in the text that you're studying, firstly, none of the characters are ever quoting. If they are talking and you want to use that in your essay, then you can say that they are stating something, or they are, arguing something, or that they are commenting on something. They are not quoting because they're not copying someone else's words. In the same way, the writer themselves is not quoting because they aren't copying somebody else's words, they are writing their own words. So you're going to want to remove the words quote and quotation from your essay writing toolbox. Even for the analysis section, which I'm not going to talk about here, there are other more sophisticated ways of writing your analysis. So let's have a look at our 3 strategies for embedding quotes into sentences. So firstly, you are going to use the events that are happening at the time when you are copying your words as the way to situate your quotation. So you want to talk about when Duncan arrives at Macbeth's castle and he uses that phrase that this castle had a pleasant seat, and it shows that he's very naive and too trusting. And so the way that you can put that quote into your sentence is, as he approaches Macbeth's castle, Duncan comments. So you're using that synonym for the word said, he says, but you're giving a little bit more information about what is happening in the play at that time. You're situating it according to the events, and so it shows the examiner that you've got knowledge of the text as well as introducing your quotation. When Scrooge is asked for money by the charity collectors, he is described as a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone. So again, you're using when something, so when this is happening, and then you're saying he is described as, or he is shown to be, and you're putting a quotation in. Again, remember, these sentences all make sense by themselves, but you're using the events in the text to help place the quote so that it makes sense. It isn't until the monster awakens that Frankenstein experiences. Breathless horror and disgust filled my heart. All right, our second strategy for embedding quotations is to use the character themselves, either the character that's talking or the character that's being described, as your way to situate the quote. So Utterson's face was never lighted by a smile. Or Lady Macbeth struggles with her conscience. The Thane of Fife had a wife, where is she now? Or Scrooge is self-contained and solitary as an oyster. So again, very concise, very brief ways of introducing a quotation. This time, instead of focusing on what is happening, you're focusing on the character and maybe their thoughts and feelings, what they are doing. All right, our third strategy is to split your quote up in a sentence so that you can talk about who is talking or what is being described. So we've got the instruments of darkness, states Banquo, tells us truths. So instead of having Banquo states at the beginning of the sentence and then the quote, you just put it in the middle. There's absolutely no problem with doing it either way round. I never saw a man, describes Shelley, in so wretched a condition. Or another idol has displaced me. bell tells Scrooge, a golden one. All right, so there are 3 strategies that we've looked at for embedding quotations: using words like as, when, or to situate your quote according to the events that are happening, using character names and what they're thinking and feeling to help situate your quote, and then to split your quote up into a sentence. So here are 5 key quotations from An Inspector Calls. Why don't you pause the video and have a go at using some of the strategies that we've looked at today to embed these quotations into sentences. All right, in my next video, I will be looking at how to name check key events in the text so that you are showing a breadth of knowledge, which is really important for those of us that are doing EduCAS.